stumbled upon, which actually, my wife stumbled upon it. We were looking on Hulu one night for something to watch together, and she's like, I think I found like a demonic fucking Sailor Moon. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we looked into it. It's actually not that bad. She does happen to wear the Sailor Moon-esque outfit, which I think is called like Magic Girl or something like that. But basically, what I've seen and realized after watching a few episodes is she's a zombie in the sense that she comes back to life, but she's not a zombie in the sense that she wants to eat brains. She's actually out to hunt down other creatures like her. So she's basically the good, non-killable female main character. She's not really held to that sense of, oh, I'm frail and weak and stuff like that. She's badass. She shoots fucking double Uzis like a boss and shit like that, and takes down these other evil creatures that come back from the dead, basically out of a vengeful, spiteful rage, which to me I dig that. The only tether really for her kind is they have a contract monk, which our male main character is not a monk at the time, but his brother happens to be her monk, who's basically trying to keep her in check and trying to help her out and stuff like that, get revenge, so that way she can finally die in peace. So with that being said, spoiler alert, his brother dies and he ends up taking up the mantle and being her contract monk later on. There is a second series for this one after the first one. I haven't looked to see if there's any movies or OVAs or anything else like that yet. Like I said, I found it on Hulu, which has a sub and a dub for people like me and my wife who are lazy and don't want to read what the hell's going on the whole time while we're trying to look at the screen. Like I said, it's got a good amount of action. It's got a good amount of story to it. The comedy, it doesn't have as much as like Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but it has the same style. So if you like that kind of goofball style, that can be drawn in here, and you can really enjoy that as well. So, I mean, it's got a little bit of something for everybody. I think that it's speaking to females, showing them that there's possible animes that have a strong female lead in it. That's another one to be interested in. And as not so much compared to the last anime that I gave you a brief synopsis over, it's not like an all-female cast. There's males in there. And you got these people that come back from the dead, the zombies basically, which, I mean, I guess a corpse would be a better term for it, but they also can mutate into giant monsters and shit like that. So there's kind of that weird little thing to it too. I mean, it's definitely one to sit down and check out if you got Hulu, or if you want to go over to kissanime.com and stuff like that and check it out. I find it's interesting. I find it's fun. I definitely recommend it for people who want to check something out. It has a tag to it that it's horror. I don't really find it that scary. I find it more like supernatural and freaky, but not so much scary or psychologically unnerving and stuff like that.
Yeah, this sounds actually really interesting to me because, yeah, you said it's not really scary to you, but it's still kind of that void that we're missing in anime, which is horror to a certain degree. And it kind of feels that too. It's more like an action horror. I think you might want to, you know what I mean? Kind of like how Maniac Cop is, and how you could say like, well, Evil Dead 1 and 2 aren't, but like Army of Darkness was. It's like, it's not really horror. It's more like action horror. Would you say it falls under those lines?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so that's something I'm really going to have to check out. Especially, I like the strong female lead. And I like the idea of it's basically, it's kind of like what, it's like, it's corpses, it's kind of like zombies, but basically from the way you're explaining, it's kind of like what happened with Resident Evil. Like, the fuckers will mutate into some crazy shit. And I kind of like that idea. It's not just the same old zombie motif. It's adding to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the most of the time it's people with kind of like how they say, evil spirits come back out of vengeance and spite.
Right.
To either wreak revenge or to fulfill something that they were trying to do. Actually, and this PSA warning announcement, don't get fucked up like I did. By the time you're 3 episodes in, they will attack the taboo of babies becoming vengeful spirit monsters and kids becoming vengeful spirit monsters. They do not say, oh no, we're not going to journey down that path where, you know, they have to bust some fucking head off of a 5-year-old. No, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it as soon as we start this shit up.
Yeah, like how like Walking Dead's afraid of like anything happening to that poor little baby of Rick's and Carl's. Yet in the comics, it was just like gone immediately.
Yeah. These guys, man, they were straight savage because we're sitting there watching the second episode, and you know it's talking about a bus full of kindergartners that turned over, and I said, oh, so apparently we're just gonna jump right on into this. Okay. Well, fuck me sideways.
Yeah, it gives no fucks about what your idea of taboo and what you can and cannot show is, and I dig that. I was actually watching a show like that. Damn, I can't remember the name of it. It was like a month ago. I was watching an anime. And it starts all super cute and friendly, and like out of fucking nowhere, people start getting like shredded to pieces. I was like, okay, I like this kind of anime. I just was not expecting this.
But like, look, man, I came here for hot dogs and fun. What you gave me is bratwurst and pain. This is not okay.
It's like, I love Berserk and I love Attack on Titan, but then when you give me cute and friendly for like 5 episodes, you can just drop that shit out of nowhere.
Right? And be like, look, motherfucker, you gonna make a left, you're gonna have to announce that shit 2 miles down the road, not just immediately like this. I can't make sharp turns like this.
It's like, it's not like, it was like, not the main characters. Well, okay, you know, you have your main protagonist, and like, when it comes to like romantic comedy anime, like you have the main guy, and then you have the main chick he likes, and then you have like the side characters that somewhat like him too, like the neighborhood girl. Yeah. It was like, it's like, not those two died, but it was like the neighborhood girl that's like the best friend and always, yeah, it was just like torn to shreds. It's like, oh, shit, okay, I see what this is now.
Yep. And, you know, that's one thing that I seem to like about certain animes, especially when they get that horror tag or that supernatural tag put to them, is they pretty much, they're like, oh, you're expecting it. No, we're just gonna sit back here, we're gonna chill, alright, we're gonna chill, and then boom, out of nowhere, you're like, oh shit, why am I still watching? I can't look away. Oh my god, no, not that one too. So, and that's the beauty of it all to me, especially with some of this shit.
Yeah, I actually got one I'll tell you off here that you should probably check out. It's not raunchy or anything like that. It's actually a supernatural / horror one that you might